Hey Raiders family, Bourkeys here, and guess where I am? Yep, you betcha. Bondi Beach right behind me in the heart of Roosters territory for the big GF tomorrow, guys. It's super exciting to be here. Just going to do a quick camera pan around, if it'll work. No, it's not going to work. I was going to show you my number one supporter and beautiful wife Lisa sitting on the other side as we get ready for Bourkeys' top 10. I've taken the liberty this week, Raiders fans. I'm actually going to do a top 15. So you're going to have 5 extras of Bourkeys' top 10. It was just too hard to do a top 10 here, guys, this week. So, look, a top 15 it's going to be. So Bondi, copping plenty of abuse from the Roosters supporters, all in good jest, all in good fun. As I said, there's a new sheriff in town, happens to be Green, and we're going to take over the stadium tomorrow, guys. So let's get into it, okay? It's a big top 10 to get through. As I said, 5 extras today. So I hope you enjoy it. Look, number one, let's start off. I'm not going to talk much about the Roosters. Enough's already been said about them, but I really want to drill down to where we have to win this game. So number one, I've got go for it. We just have to back our instincts, back our ability, back our attitude, just back everything we've done since November. If we can do that, if we just go for our plays, not hold back, we're going to be in really good stead for tomorrow. So we just can't hold anything in the tank. We just got to be upbeat. We've got to be confident with every play. We can't star watch. We can't stargaze. We just got to get up in their face. So we just got to go for it. Number 2 is don't think, just do. So once again, we just can't be second guessing our moves, our plays. Everyone has to be on song with their positional play, where they're going to be on the field, and really make sure that we're in position when we have to attack. Everyone knows their role and their keys. And in defence, it's just desperation, turning up for one another. Number 3, 1%ers are magnified. So usually through the year, we talk about 1%ers. Chase marker, kick return, straight line, pressure on the kicker, covering from the inside. In finals, the 1%ers are magnified tenfold. So all those little things go to win these games. Once again, they're things you can't train for. They're either in your heart or they're not. So the 1%ers tomorrow are going to have to be exemplary done. Everyone's going to have to give their 1%ers every time they're on the field. If we do that, we're going to be right in the contest for the full 80 minutes. So the 1%ers are going to be magnified tomorrow. We just got to have faith that we can do it. Number 4, we've got to start fast. But even if the Roosters do get away 12-0, 12-2 and get a lead on us, I'm really confident with our grit and resolve. As long as we start fast and we're in the game, we've picked up the speed of the game very quickly, we're going to be going really well towards the 80-minute mark. So we just got to make sure that we start really well and don't let us gaze and star watch what they're going to do. We've got to run our own game. I'd prefer we keep the ball in play instead of kicking it out. I think if we can really use our speed, our lighter forward pack, we can really make an impact through the Roosters through that middle third. Number 5, I've gone kick to Tupou, not to Teddy. I found the Roosters back 3, particularly when people kick to Tedesco, Tupou's got that next run, left edge, right edge. So my preference is possibly try and kick to Tupou. So Aiden and Jack kick to Tupou's corner. Tedesco and Morris aren't as nearly as effective with that first ruck off that first run off the ruck. So if we can try and get those guys in play after the Tupou run, I don't think they'll get as much yardage gain. So once again, Tupou is going to be a danger close to the line. The Roosters played their hand last weekend with the kick from Cronk to that corner. So we've really got to make sure that in general play we kick to Tupou as much as possible, really hem him into the corner, and then look at Tedesco and look at Morris to really aim up in defence and block him in that corner. Number 6, I've gone for the Cronk-Carey combination. Now, Cronk's 35 or 34, whatever he is. Carey is not a good defender, and Cronk finds it very difficult to double up in defence. So we've got to make sure, once again, whenever we can get a chance, we've got to nail those guys in attack and really work them over in defence. So our edges, Bateman, Elliott, Jack, Jared, Papali, Sia. If we can aim up on Cronk and Carey, really work them over, we can hopefully nullify some of their attacking prowess because they're going to be too tired. So we've really got to look for those guys as much as possible. Cronk's going to be probably inside of Tupou's wing, and Kiri's going to be probably inside of Morris. So Cordner, Latrell, Manu are going to be jamming in defence to try and stop our raids that way. But we've really got to play to the edges. That's where our strength is. That's where we've really got to play and play hard. Number 8, don't panic. If things aren't going our way early, or even at the 65-minute mark and we're in the contest, we just can't afford to panic. Really, really important that we maintain composure in these big games. We can't afford to get flustered. We can't afford to panic our plays. We've got to get to our kicks. Even if it's not on, we take 3 or 4 rucks out of dummy half and make sure we get our kick away as much as possible. Number 9, run, Jack, run. So I think Jack has to run more tomorrow than actually look to offload to Elliott. I think the more that Jack can run tomorrow, left foot step, down in behind the rucks, down through that middle third. If Jack can run a hell of a lot more tomorrow, I think we're going to be in really good stead for this contest. I'd like to see him the first 3 or 4 sets of 6, just take the line on, see if he can poke his nose through, really ask some questions of Cronk on that right edge, as I said earlier. Really try and square up Manu. Manu, really try and work him over as well. If Jack can really run the ball a lot more as a running lock forward or a running forward, I think it's going to hold us in a hell of a lot of good stead. Number 10, Hodjo. Probably the key in the heartbeat to our attack tomorrow. He's just got to go in waves and he's got to go in numbers and take the attack with him. If he can do that, and we give him some options to explode out of dummy half with, because we're winning that ruck area, it's just going to make our afternoon a hell of a lot easier. So we just got to make sure that we can give him the support that he needs and get up the field with him from dummy half, and his kicks tomorrow out of dummy half are absolutely critical. The bench, we have to win the bench battle against the Roosters. Crichton in particular, Takiaho, those guys, we've really got to win the bench battle with our Horsburgh, which I'll come to shortly. Louis, if he starts off the bench, Bailey when he comes on, and those sort of guys, we've really got to win that bench battle. The Horsburgh offloads at number 12 are critical to our second phase play when he comes on. If he can get some offloads away, once again, it's going to be a big, big win for us if we can get some second phase play going. If we can get Hodjo and Shans coming out of that area with an offload from Corey. So his offloads are really big, really important to us tomorrow to get some momentum on the front foot and win that bench battle. CNK at 13, he's got to be sniffing around the ruck early tomorrow. Then I'd like to see him go to the flanks, create some second man play, really ask questions, as I said, of Kiri and Cronk on those edges. Second phase ball inside to Bateman, coming behind Bateman, looking at second man behind Jack. So if we can get those second phase from Shans tomorrow like Tedesco does, it's going to hold us in really good stead as well. Pupper and Sia at number 14. Once again, they need to really own that middle third early. If they can push up and really get a job on Maria Hargreaves, Tokiaho, those types of guys, and Cordner, gee, it's going to hold us in good stead. I think we can really win that middle battle with these two early, just by quick play the balls and momentum. The Roosters don't like sides that gain momentum against them. They've got a big forward pack, and so if we can win that battle, it's going to go a hell of a long way to win the game. And number 15, and my final one for today, guys, is there is no tomorrow. So we just have to lay everything on the line. We've got 80,000 fans there, 60,000 of them Raiders guys, and there is no tomorrow. So just leave everything out on the field. You can't afford to come off, look in the mirror and think, gee, I could have given another 1 or 2%. It's just got to be all left out there on the field tomorrow, guys. So look, guys, that's Bourkeys' top 10 plus 5 for today. As always, I love your love. Love your passion for the green. Thanks so much for supporting my Bourkeys Facebook page, Bourkeys Top 10. My YouTube channel's up and running. Get all your podcasts, Spotify, Google and Apple, wherever your favourite podcasts are. Guys, I'll be there tomorrow in fine song. Look for these. Come and say hello. And as always, this is Bourkey. Bleed Green out.